Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Well, it's been a while. Uh, I'm gonna have to explain. We haven't been doing many videos, obviously. Um, Last video we did was in wheat harvest. And, well, hold on. In a nutshell, it ain't wheat harvest anymore. So, essentially, what has been going on is, it's been a rough year. Um, we had quite a few breakdowns. A couple tractors got stolen. So yeah, that's lovely. So what ended up happening is we were doing our wheat harvest, and everything was going just fine until one night I came home. Now I'd left the keys in the tractors for my employee Joel, who was the youngest of our crew. Uh, I left the keys in the tractors for him to move them into the shed, but he had a hockey game. So therefore, he didn't um, get home till late that night. So I said, all right, that's fine. I didn't think much of it until I come back uh, and found the 8530 and the 8960 gone. And I bet you guys could assume I was quite surprised. You know, two tractors just don't completely disappear without a trace. So, found out it was a couple drug addicts got in the tractors and ran them into the creek. That's just lovely. So yeah. So yeah, this is where we're at here. So now we're in corn harvest. So we got, the neighbor was gracious enough to bring by his 9570 RT and his Brent 2596 grain cart for us to use. So that was nice of him. So yeah, let me idle this 9420 down. And then let's move the truck. So, I know I've been away quite a long time. We made it through wheat harvest just fine. It was alright. Except for we have our 9870. We ran a rock through that. So that's just lovely. So, hold on. Alright, that's coming up just fine. So, we went through both all of wheat harvest and through bean harvest with just the S680. And speaking of, the S680 needs to be unloaded. corn harvest, it's hard to keep up. So yeah, this is where I've been. This is what I've been up to. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate here. Let me cut this video here. So yeah, as I was saying, I think I'm just going to have to start from the beginning here, but as I was saying, it was a pretty rough year. Started off okay. We made the move from Marksville to Missouri. Got through planting alright. Bought some cows, but then they had to go back because the cows were all had like some kind of disease or something. So they ended up taking all them back, and I just said the heck with it and didn't bother getting more. So therefore, hold on, let me bring up my GPS here so I know where they are. They're over here. So we ended up selling off, or they gave us our money back for the cows. We didn't really sell them off. We couldn't sell them off. But anyway, we ended up getting rid of all our hay ground and planted this field, which was actually our biggest hay field, into corn. Because nitrogen levels were high enough to support that, so that's what we did. Then, after that, we had the truck crash, which really set us back. I was set back in a hospital for 2 months, or not 2 months, 2 weeks in the hospital, but it took me 2 months to get fully recovered. Broke my leg, my shoulder, basically anything on my right hand side. I really got messed up. After that, we bought another semi. It was a Kenworth W925. It was like a 78, and we were gonna run that, but we were approached by a man that owns a trucking company, and he wanted the truck. He was actually bidding on the truck because Bill, the man we bought the truck from, had about 5 people wanted to buy the truck. So I had the highest bid, so I bought it. But then this guy, who was the second highest bid, who really wanted the truck because his dad had basically an identical truck when he was a kid, so he really wanted that truck. So he came back at me with an offer that I couldn't refuse, because he told me that his dad had the same truck, everything like that, and that he wanted that truck badly. I says, well, I kind of need the truck myself, so it's not for sale. And the guy, he was very persistent. He wanted that truck, and he came back and he said he offered me another 10 grand on top of what I pay, or 10 grand on, and then he offered to trade my my W925, which was a late 70s truck, and he got me a T800 from his fleet. So I thought, right on. So that's what I ended up choosing. I ended up getting that truck from him. And when he told me it had an N14 Cummins in it, he got my attention. So anyway, after that, we ended up in canola harvest. And I wanted to be around for canola harvest, but I couldn't because my old friend Jeremy Barons, he had a heart attack. So I ended up dropping everything and going back up to Marksville to help with his winter wheat harvest. So we did that, and while I was up there, they were running the cat, or not cat, we were running our case 425 STX, which to me, like, it was a nice tractor. I really enjoyed that tractor, you know, like, I mean, sure, I have a lot of John Deere equipment, but at the same time, I got nothing against Case. Also, Larry is in this S680, and his son Tom, who's my other farmhand, you guys know Larry, but Tom is his son, he's also farmhand. I think he's doing the last strip of this field. So after that, we're going to be done for the rest of the year on this field. We're going to be doing some light tillage. We might have Joel come out in the morning. We did have the 9410 out up here. It's just doing a little bit of tillage, but we wanted to get the field done first. So I'm going to talk to Larry for a second, and I'll let you guys know back up to date in a minute. So yeah, what I was saying is we ended up having, I had to go to Marksville to help Jeremy out with wheat harvest. Now for him it was winter wheat. Meanwhile, canola harvest is coming along, and we needed, we were using the Case STX 425 on the grain cart, because that was, at the time, there was only two four-wheel drive tractors we had. One was the 8960, the other one was the 425. Now the 425 didn't have the best transmission. It was slipping really bad, and it was having all kinds of problems. But we figured, hopefully we can basically, in a nutshell, get canola harvest done, wheat harvest, and then get it serviced, which is what we wanted to do. And we tried doing that, but the issue is we just ran out of time. So after numerous small breakdowns, the PTO finally gave out and blew the transmission all to heck. Basically what ended up happening was that the transmission, the PTO bound up and just basically shattered all the gears. So there was another guy I knew from Alberta in Canada. He had the same tractor, except for his had a good transmission but a bad engine. So he went and he bought it off of me for, essentially he bought it for me for parts, which is best I could do for the tractor. So anyway, out of pocket, we bought the tractor I'm sitting in right now. Alright, we'll shut her down. Also, we want to lock that door. Alright, there we go. So we ended up buying the 9420R is what this is. Alright, then after that, things went relatively smoothly. Until wheat harvest, when we ended up getting the tractors stolen, and Ended up getting the tractor stolen, and we ended up running a rock through the combine, so that wasn't the best. So yeah, this is what all led up to what we're at now. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to just leave everything in the field for now. We've locked everything up. We're going to pick up in the morning and move fields. So anyway, after a while of having issues and breakdowns and stuff, we finally end up in corn harvest, which this feels so like a breath of fresh air, not having problems. And I'm gonna put the high beams on too, so we don't have any surprises. I got smart and I got a bunch of deer whistles for all the equipment and stuff, so we're good on that front. She got a little loose on me there though. Forgot about that bump. So, next year, Dylan, who's a local farmer, Dylan Thomas, he's selling off his farm. He's got it just to the north, and the real estate broker has asked me to give the guy a more or less a tour of the property. It's going to be up for sale, obviously. Also, we picked up this Thunder Creek trailer too. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. We're going to have a new neighbor in the area soon. We probably will end up not doing any more videos till springtime, because basically all we do in the winter is just clear out snow. So that's all I'm going to say for now, guys. I'll pick up in the morning. Alright, morning, guys. It's about 9:27. At the moment, it's too, the crops are going to be too wet at the moment, so that's why we didn't waste any time. That's why we didn't really make any time getting stuff ready. So anyway, here's the Thunder Creek trailer we got. And then also, I'll show you a few upgrades we did to the 3rd gen. We just kind of made it our own. We color matched the bumpers. Went with some chrome rims this time around. Got some new headlights, which these things look minty. We also color matched the front bumper. I think we did that. I don't remember if we did that or not. So yeah, this thing is sweet. She's very minty. Although we're not going to be using it, we're going to be using the 5th gen to go back and forth, because it has the refuge tank in the back, and then we also have the Thunder Creek trailer towed behind it. So that's what we're up to today. Now what we gotta do is we're gonna head back out to the field. She's a little bit hazy this morning, but should be alright. Alright, so we're just back at the field here. Just parked the truck on the side of the road. We are going to get these guys set up and ready to go up to the next field, which is our furthest field away from the farm. Here's the 2 combines. Looking pretty nice. I've seriously given it some thought though. I might upgrade to a S780. Like, I mean, like, sell the 9870. Wait, what's this? Wait. Did Tom wrote "wash me" on the back of the combine? Well, that's real funny, buddy. That's real funny. And we got the S680 here. So I kind of think this is illegal, but this is what we did to get them here. We're just gonna drive them down the road with the heads on. Is it smart? Probably not, but probably it's really our only option at the moment since we do not have any header trailers. When we were in Marksville, we didn't have a need for them because all our fields were in one place. We did have wheels actually attached to the bottom of the wheat and bean heads. However, the only issue with that was we ended up taking those off so we could fit air bars, because you can't run any kind of air bar with the wheels on the bottom. So that's kind of a pain. Also, you have to wash the truck, wash the stuff. No sense really getting it too worried about getting washing stuff at the moment, just because it's just gonna get dirty again. Also, we gotta give this back to the neighbor after we're done with it. Let me look in the monitor and see what is inside. Alright, so it's 62% full. Speaking of, that would make a pretty nice screen. That would make a pretty nice picture right there. Except for I'd have to pull the 9420 up just a bit further. Sorry, I gotta get my picture here. And I turn it off and I turn it back on again. Real smart. So I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take some nice pictures. Alrighty, guys. Well, we made the final decision to go up. I'll drive ahead and see if the corn is ready to harvest and if it's dry enough in order for us to be able to harvest it before we all head on down there. If it's not dry enough, then we're gonna end up doing some tillage here. Also, beautiful country here, especially in the fall. Back in Marksville, trees just kind of died. Here the fall colors are just spectacular. So that's what I like. Well, neighbors got their corn off. They got their beans off too. Sorry, I just gotta find my turn here. That driveway always gets me. Alright. Whoa. Easy, girl. we're about to go by the Laredo Co-op. We're almost to the field. So once we get to our field, we'll do some testing and we'll see how she is. If not, we're going to do some tillage, like I said before. There's the old Union Pacific sitting there. Probably waiting for a signal to get out of town. Be my guess. Alright, we're going to slow her up here a bit. Alright, I think it's a quick right, a quick left, and a quick right. So this field is a little bit of a different field. We're back up in the woods here, so to speak. It's going to be a bit of a hassle to try and harvest, I think, just to get in. So yeah, what we're going to do here, guys, is... wow, that looks nice. We're going to end up doing some testing. Going to do some testing, some different things here. I brought my portable tester, which I know isn't as good as my actual testing machine, but it's the best I can do. So we'll also get some. I'll also put the drone up, put the audio into the drone feed so you guys can see that. Alrighty, guys. So here we are. We're in the drone. Or not in the drone, but the drone is up in the air. We're just kind of flying above the field here. As you can see, this is the field. It's quite a large field. There's not a whole lot of squareness to it. There is quite a bit of different contours and stuff. So please bear in mind of that. It looks like it's going to do pretty well. But I thinking it's going to be a little bit wet yet, just because it's pretty safe to say it's wet. Too wet to harvest, too wet to even think about touching it for at least a couple weeks. We just got to hope that the snow doesn't fly at that point, and make sure that we get it out of the field before the snow. Also, I'm just flying over here, flying the drone over the beautiful, beautiful fall colors of northwestern Missouri. It's just beautiful. Definitely beautiful country up here. Just flying over my truck and myself. And then you get to see the road here. See, it has quite a sharp dog leg, and then it continues along, and when it continues along it's pretty well straight as a die, but that's the road where I had my wreck. So I'll see you guys back at the field. Alright, so we're back here at the field. Everybody's taking the equipment home. We're gonna do some tillage here. You guys are for the first time going to get to see in action the 9410. So here she is. We're either going to put triples on it, or we're going to get some fatties on it. We do have a set of fatties for it. They're Goodyears. I think they're 700s, I think is what they are. She's going to do a pretty good job though, I think. Whoa. Yeah, I might want to check that. I don't know how I ended up hitting my truck. Oh, great. Just what I needed. I ended up driving into my truck and wrecking the front bumper. Ah! Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is going to be the last Josh Simon episode for a little bit. I know I haven't been doing many. I know I've kind of been neglecting Josh Simon Farms. But at the same time, I've been really busy with other things, so please keep that in mind. Having said that, though, we're going to have some great things for the future. We're going to have another person on with us, so that's going to be great. And another thing, um, we're really looking forward to doing some more Josh Simon Farms in the near future. Picking up in the spring. Also, I wanted to leave that on a pretty funny note for you guys. Just to kind of clarify that. Um, that was just kind of to make you guys laugh. And also, I wanted to show off here kind of the truck that started it all. I bought this truck. Well, not this exact truck, but you guys get what I mean. I bought this truck back in Marksville on episode 3 of Josh Simon Farms. Fixed it up, and then eventually ended up in a wreck in it, and that's why it looks how it is now. But I just wanted to pay a tribute to this truck. A good friend of mine, I think, is going to buy it and restore it. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys one last salute to this truck and what it meant, because it was such a great rig. And I want to thank you guys again for watching these videos. I know that I don't have the biggest subscriber count, but I feel like all the ones that do subscribe to me are really supportive, and yeah. So having said that, thank you guys so much for watching this video series. There's going to be more coming soon. I can't disclose when, but it's going to be great. Having said that, guys, see you guys later. Bye for now.